Welcome, everyone, to the dark future. This is Cyberpunk Red. I'm your game master, Michael, and also co-founder of Wicked Publishing. And today we have a bunch of cool guys with us to hang out and play some Cyberpunk Red. Today we'll be doing character creation and starting with all that good stuff. So without further ado, welcome, guys. How are you doing?
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
We've got Scott with us. He's also from a Wiki creator. He's one of our creators that we published, and then we've got some other great indie creators from the community as well. So here to have some fun, man. Now, I think I'm getting. Is anyone getting a double feedback there?
No.
No.
I think that was my fault. I saw the YouTube.
No, no
video.
worries. That's funny. I was like, oh no, I've gotten hacked or something. But so let me go ahead and introduce you guys to the world. We'll do a brief introduction of the world of Cyberpunk Red, and then we'll go ahead and get started with this thing. So without further ado, so cyberpunk is a term that comes from two words: cyber, from the term cybernetic, or a fusion of flesh and machine, technology, and punk, from an early 1980s rock music style that epitomized violence, rebellion, and social action in a nihilistic way. The term was popularized in the pre-collapse days by a group of writers who specialized in writing science fiction with this kind of techno-melange. Their works featured a streamlined blend of rock, pop, sex, drugs, and the highest, hippest technology, usually grafted onto their bodies somewhere. The archetypal cyberpunk heroes of the 80s range from techno-barbarians roaming a post-Holocaust world to cyber-chipped jet-setters with designer bodies. Of course, from our enlightened viewpoint here in the time of the Red, this all looks pretty dated. After all, you probably accessed this article from your personal database comp, used a Kamakura 19 interface cable with a direct link from your head jacks. You're accustomed to hardwiring into appliances to make coffee, studying into the Benz to drive down to the corner store. But understand, in 1987, this was all considered pretty visionary stuff. No one had plugs. You couldn't dial anyone on your agent. Designer drugs were illegal. You could walk down most city streets without an armor jacket. There wasn't even a net. Not that there is anymore, but they didn't even have the idea back then. It all started with the crash of 1994. Now we know better. History books can tell you in detail about the crash of 1994, when the Euro Combines established the World Stock Exchange, and the economies of the United States and old Sav Russia collapsed. In those days, both were ranked as the superpowers, instead of a couple of overarmed second-raters waving nuclear weapons around under the watchful eye of the Aerospace Defense Agency. So far, the Taikomath drivers are still ready to throw rocks at Moscow and Washington, so we'll probably avoid having the nuclear war everyone's been expecting since 1944. After all, rocks are cheap. The fourth corporate war in the fall of Night City. Now, of course, a couple years back, everything was more or less run by the corporations, which was pretty much governments in themselves. But then there was a huge and very ugly war between two of the biggest megacorps, Aristaka Security and Militech Arms, that ended with one of the sides popping off a pocket nuke in the middle of downtown Night City. So you can see how that ended up. For all the wartime uglies, you can go anywhere on one passport. One worldism is at its best. What currencies still exist are stabilized to each other, and the euro-dollar is still the world currency. Hardly anyone complains about corporate lifetime contracts anymore, or the abolition of unions. In these unstable times, they don't even miss them. It's the price of living in stable, safe society, right? After all, you could be living on the street, 16 people to an apartment, sharing ration chips every week to buy food, with 8,000 apartments per city block. Sure, it isn't the best life, what with the booster gangers roaming the malls and the major league crime problems, but it beats actually being on the street. At least the mega arcologies have cops. Okay, rented corporate cops, but it's easier than fronting the euro for your own personal solo. Besides, the media nets make sure that every apartment has direct cable access to TV, radio, and sensory feed, so there's always something to do on a Saturday night. Where were we? Oh yeah, you want to be a cyberpunk. And that's basically an overview of the world, where we at. There's more to it here, but I won't go into too much more detail than that, other than much to say that, this is the dark future. As a cyberpunk, you grab technology by the throat and hang on. You're not afraid to check out the newest in enhancements, cybertech, and bioengineering. You got interface plugs in your wrists, weapons in your arms, lasers in your eyes, biochip programs in your brain. You become the car you drive, the aerodyne you fly, the guns you shoot. You dive headfirst into computer systems, using your mind to hurtle at light speed all over the new networks of micronets, data fortresses, and artificial intelligences. With cyber fingers, you pick computer locks. With enhanced senses, you see the future. Cyberpunk is also an attitude. You wear the most in clothes, know the right people, and follow the right crowds. You plan your crimes in the most select clubs and bars. Your enemies are corporate and armies, cyborg bike gangs, power armored assassins, and computer wired netrunners. Your weapons are nerve, street smarts, bravado, and the Minimi 10 smart gun on your hip. Are you ready now? Of course you are. You can't wait. Now you're Cyberpunk. So, obviously, I'm going to get into more of the world itself and what happens and why it's called Cyberpunk Red next time. But I think that's good enough for now, just to give you guys a brief. I don't want to, overload you with too much information here. So that's just a good brief introduction, as brief as I could go with it. And welcome to the dark future, everyone. We are now ready to create characters. Now you're Cyberpunk.
Wait, was that the fictional universe or ours?
Not that.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was our history. We'll get into the game in just a second here. All right, I know it is funny. The game seems more relevant than ever, honestly, when I was reading through the world book, which is hilarious. But let's go ahead and get started. So I know, obviously, you guys. Why don't you let me know who has experience with role playing games?
Me.
I do.
Nice.
Play RPG game. It.
That's close. That's pretty close. Honestly, it's basically the same thing, just on pen and paper. And so, for those of you who maybe aren't too familiar with what the idea of a role playing game is, obviously, you take control of a character and use that character and their stats to basically control and do things in the world. And so, Cyberpunk world is a violent, dangerous place filled with people who love to rip your arms off and eat them. The traditional concepts of good and evil have been replaced by the values of expedience. You do what you must to survive. This is especially true in the time of the Red, when an atomic bombing and a massive war between megacorporations have ravaged the few vestiges of civilization that would be familiar to people in society today. The rule is it's always personal. Survival is personal, and the hallmark of these dark times. But there's a wider aspect to that. You look to your friends, team, family, or clan first. If you can do some good along the way, great, but don't count on it. As a Cyberpunk role player, it's up to you to find your cause and go to the wall with it. This is the essence of Cyberpunk playing with your character with the proper disaffected, cynical yet idealistic style. Whether you're a biker with leathered skin and metal claws, or a debutante in satin sporting the latest in designer cyber optics, you're going to need panache, a certain flair in portraying yourself. To achieve the essence of the 2000s, you need to master 3 concepts. Style over substance. Oops. I apologize. Style over substance. It doesn't matter how well you do something, as long as you look good doing it. If you're going to blow it, make sure you look like you planned it that way. Normally, clothes and looks don't matter in an adventure, but in this world, having a leather armor jacket and mirror shades is a serious consideration. 2, attitude is everything. It's true. Think dangerous, be dangerous. Think weak, be weak. Remember, everyone in the 2000s is carrying lethal hardware. Each character in this world is playing a part, a face that person projects to the outside world as the real thing. They won't be impressed by your new H&K smart gun unless you swagger into the club looking like you know how to use it and are just itching for an excuse. Never walk into a room when you can stride in. Never look at someone unless you can make it your best killer look. Use your best I'm bad and you aren't smile. Don't sit around the flat or cube waiting for the next job. Get out and hit the club. Hit the hangouts. Make sure you're where the party starts. And finally, 3, live on the edge. The edge is that nebulous zone where risk takers and high riders go. On the edge, you'll risk your cash, your rep, and even your life on something as vague as a principle or a big score. As a cyberpunk, you want to be the action. Start the rebellion, light the fire. Join great causes and fight for big issues. Never drive slow when you can drive fast. Throw yourself up against danger and take it head on. Never play it too safe. Stay committed to the edge. And that is the kind of introduction to how to play and what is a character. And now we'll kind of go into the main stuff here. We'll actually dive in to start creating our characters here. Remember, style over substance, attitude is everything. Always take it to the edge and break the rules. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and open up the characters for everyone to be able to edit and start working on their characters. So the first thing I'm going to do is assign the characters to you guys. So if you see on the right-hand side on the menu, the third icon there is like a little newspaper. If you click on that, you'll be able to go to your characters and your handouts. And the characters are where we'll be editing. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and assign these. So character 1 is going to be Scott's character. There you go.
There's the character sheet.
And then the next character, number 2. I'm going to go ahead and give that one to Alabaster. And if these aren't your character sheets, go ahead and just close out of those if they're popping up on your window there.
Got it.
And then the third one I'm going to give to Johnny. And the last character I'm going to go ahead and give to Neostar.
Time to shine.
And there you go. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and close them out on my window so those aren't picking those up. But just so everyone, what we're looking at here, they're looking at a test. I'll show you my test character here I did. Essentially what it gives is you let you edit your bio, your information you can add. What we'll do now is we're going to be adding in your character name, and if you have an image you already like to use, go ahead and do that now. But we can also save the image for later if you want to kind of work on that. But go ahead and enter a name, and then hold off once you've done that, and hit Save Changes. The other thing this allows us to do is actually enter in the character sheet itself. You see we have a Cyberpunk Red character sheet all ready to go, and I'll help them essentially fill out all this details. And if you're watching right now, there's no reason that you probably couldn't follow along what we're doing right now too. If you want to create your own character, if you have a game or something you want to do, I know they have blank character sheets you can find if you Google it. Cyberpunk Red character creation. So let me know once everyone has had the chance to create their character names, and we'll go ahead and start with the roles after that. Just kind of switch up the music here. By the way, I'll plug do a little bit of plugs on this later here, but just want to shout out Laguna Munta provided the music here that we're listening to. This is some music that we had commissioned just for the stream, so that we didn't have to worry about copyright takedowns. So definitely appreciate that, and he always does awesome work. So at the end of the stream, we're going to plug his stuff there and make sure people can check that out. Yeah, he's awesome. While everyone's starting now, I'll get things ready so we can choose roles. Let me know if go ahead and let me know once you've created your name, actually, if you have.
I've already done it.
Nice.
Okay, that's how I'll do.
Yeah, I'm curious. What's your gonna name your character, Scott? Are you working away over there, man? You got something cooking?
I've got my character named. It's a character I originally designed as a character for Starfinder, but I have yet to run a Starfinder game, though.
I haven't either. I used to play a lot of Pathfinder, but I haven't actually played any Starfinder yet.
You played Starfinder with me.
Oh, we started a character. I didn't think we actually played a game, did we?
We played a game,
Wait,
at least one.
Starfinder?
Oh, shit.
Isn't that the fun game?
That's embarrassing. Shows you how much I remember. Oh, jeez.
Right now, I'm trying to decide between two different character names I came up with previously.
Yeah, Jersey John says in the chat here. Damn, wish I could join one of these. Don't have enough people ever interested enough though. Yeah, it's tough getting games together. Honestly, it really that's probably one of the hardest things about role playing tabletop games is just getting a group together. Scheduling is hard. Getting interest together is hard. But yeah, so I definitely feel your pain there.
Indeed.
Right. Which is why I was so excited we were finally able to get this group together and get something going here. Now,
guess the song reference.
Guess the song reference.
Oh, my character.
Yeah, well, what's the character name? What is it?
John Lee Pettimore the Fifth.
Scott, I feel like you would know the reference. Do you get it?
No.
Damn. I apologize. I don't get it either. Let us know what that one is.
Copperhead Road.
Copperhead Road. No, I'm not familiar with that. Is that a band?
Copperhead.
No, it's a song.
Oh, okay. Who's it by?
I'm sorry?
Who's the artist who does
Steve Earle. It's from the 80s, I think.
Okay. Hey, perfect for this game then, isn't it? Kind of got that 80s retro feel.
Yeah, it's about like this guy. He comes from like a long lineage of bootleggers.
That sounds fun. Well,
running that moonshine.
For those of you who have created your names, why don't you share those with us right now, if you can?
Are we starting with player one? I am Cash Da Silva.
Nice. I like that.
Is that a reference to Ayrton Senna?
Huh?
Oh, I was just wondering if it was a reference to Ayrton Senna or something.
No.
Not this time.
It's kind of History of the World Part 1, Count the Money.
Everyone's gonna have an obscure reference to share with us today. I feel like not that Monty Python's obscure or anything, but yeah. All right. Well, does anyone else have their name they're ready to share? Johnny, do you have yours yet?
Psychon.
Psychon?
I thought History of the World was Mel Brooks.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, my bad. Oh, geez. God dang. I'm losing all sorts of nerd cards today. I wonder what I was thinking of. And then
at least you've probably seen it. I haven't.
I probably have not, actually. And then Stefan, what about you, Neo? Sorry, what do we got?
Louisville.
Louisville?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to write these down. Actually, let me. I just realized I should probably write these down since I'm gonna be the DM here. Go ahead and give me them all one more time. Yours was
Cash Da Silva.
Cash Da Silva. Okay. And then there was Psychon. Psychon, I think it was.
Yeah.
That's Johnny. And then we had a really long name that I'm definitely gonna have to write down. Alabaster.
John Lee Pettimore the Fifth.
John Lee Pettimore the Fifth.
Pettimore. I like
My name is John Lee Pettimore. Same as my daddy and his daddy before.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, clearly, and his daddy before even. And then I think that leaves one person left, right? Or is that everybody?
Louisville.
Yeah, there you go. How do you spell that?
Louisville.
Louisville.
Sville.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yep, the name of one of my protagonists from a different series I was working on.
Really? That's perfect. Awesome. Well, now that we've chosen our characters, next up is very important. It's to choose our roles.
You're right, kind of auto-tune here.
Uh-oh, am I not coming through? Okay, let me try and unplug my mic and see if I can. How am I coming through now? Am I a little better?
Yeah, much better.
Excellent. Thank you for letting me know. So, as I was saying, next part is the core of cyberpunk role-playing, that is roles. Even after a massive war between mega corporations followed by an atomic bombing, the world of cyberpunk is a combination of savage, sophisticated, modern, and retrograde. Fashion model beautiful techs rub shoulders with battle-armored road warriors, all of them making the scene in the hottest dance clubs, sleaziest bars, and the meanest streets this side of the post-Holocaust. The roles, there are 9 roles in Cyberpunk Red. Rocker boys, solos, netrunners, execs, techs, lawmen, fixers, medias, and nomads. Rocker boys, rock and roll rebels who use performance and rhetoric to fight authority. Solos, assassins, bodyguards, killers, and soldiers for hire in a lawless new world. Netrunners, cybernetic master hackers of the post-net world and brain-burning secret stealers. Techs, renegade mechanics and doctors patching up meat and metal alike. Medias, newsmen, media stars, and social influencers risking it all for the truth. Lawmen, maximum lawmen patrolling the mean streets and road warrior highways beyond. Execs, corporate power brokers, and business raiders fighting to restore the rule of the megacorps. Fixers, deal makers, smugglers, organizers, and information brokers on the post-war streets of the future. And nomads, transportation experts, and ultimate road warriors. Now, lawmen, medias, and execs are not available for pre-gen characters. We can only do those as custom characters right now. Each role comes with a special ability that will be covered in a little bit. And but if you're interested in what those abilities are, I can go over those now to help make your decision.
I don't know. It sounds like Cash De Silva would be a fixer.
A fixer, huh? Let me let you know what your special ability there is going to be then. All right, so let me zoom in on this. So, as I said, special abilities are skills usable only by specific character roles. For example, we'll get into that, but each one represents the vast amount of power they have over the legions vast amount of power that they have over their specific trait, I should say. So when using a special ability, you will add its value to the specific stat as if it were a skill. So for you asked about the what was it, Scott?
The fixer?
Fixer, yeah. The fixer's special ability is called Street Deal, the ability to locate people, information, etc. This is a higher form of making connection. Instead of knowing only one person, you have connections everywhere. In gameplay, a successful use of Street Deal allows you to locate and acquire a desired person, place, or thing.
So like a detective meets an info broker.
In a sense, yeah.
Damn, I should have went with that one.
Oh, still can. There's plenty. Feel free to choose whatever roles you want. And if you guys have more questions about the roles, or if you need a reminder of what they are again, let me know. I'll just list them off here just in case anyone cares for them. But there again, that was Rocker Boys, Solos, Netrunners, Execs, Techs, Lawmen, Fixers, Medias, and Nomads. Now, Netrunners are kind of unique because their special ability interface allows them to actually go into the net and perform special functions within the net itself. So their special ability is a little special in that regard.
They're like techno wizards.
Pretty much, yeah. Techno hacker wizards.
They're kind of like the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest, if you remember that. Dear God, I just let everybody know how old I am.
Yes, unfortunately, I do remember that.
I thought that was cool as a kid.
It was a good one as a kid. You're right. It definitely was.
Man, there's a pulp adventure game out there. Let me know.
Oh yeah, actually, Vinny, I used to run Call of Cthulhu games, and I would make them super pulpy. Like it would still be like Lovecraft meets a pulp adventure.
Oh, nice.
Fun, yeah. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so what are you guys thinking right now for your role? And who's currently considering doing a custom character and who's considering a pre-made?
I'm going to do Nomad, but I do think I want to customize it from...
Nice.
My favorite option is going to be a custom personally.
I'm already customizing mine, so I already did tech.
But right now, I'm
nice.
I'm pre-made. See here.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know how to do stats.
We're gonna do stat. Well, don't worry about every. We're gonna do every step by step. First, we'll do stats and hit points. Then we'll do your skills. Then we'll do your backstory. Even your backstory and motivation all have a path. All the details kind of follow this thing called a life path that we'll go over, and it
Right.
simply lets you choose or randomly roll whichever you choose to do, but essentially play out your backstory.
I will
in
be
this
right
world.
back.
No worries, man. Take your time. And remember, guys, this is your character. It's yours to play. You're always free to, change name, gender, appearance to match your vision. Be the edge runner you want to be, and as you wander the streets of Night City. And a lot of that stuff will be covered. Some of the other stuff will be covered in life paths again, a little bit further. But so yeah, let me know. What do you guys? Has anyone selected their role yet? Anyone kind of solidified on what they think they want to do?
Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards the tech option here.
Yeah, because I had already got my role, but I actually have to get ready to head out soon.
No worries. If you want, I can help you create your character on another time as well.
I mean, what I could do is I could just watch the stream back and then just figure it
Oh
out.
yeah, that's actually pretty smart. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, since it's live, anyways,
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be on the replay, so definitely you can do that then.
Yeah, because I have to run to the store, and after that, I got to stream, and I just got like a lot going on right now, so I don't want to.
So good, man. We appreciate you jumping in for as long as you did, man. And once you get your character created, we'll jump into the next adventure next week. So
yeah, like once I get my character created, I'll just like hit you up and just like let you know everything that's going on, and like I said, I could just come back to it at any time.
Yeah, and if you have any like specific questions, just let me know as well, man.
Nice.
Awesome, dude. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, man. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks. Take care, guys.
All right, see you later.
All right. And so Neostar, have you settled on your role?
Well, let's see. Hey, right now I'm kind of leaning towards the tech option here. Yeah.
Nice. That is a good one and very useful.
Yeah, it seems like a fun mix between an underground doctor and a cybernetic blacksmith. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like such a unique role, like for it's like almost like it combines tech and med. It's like something that I've not really seen in a role playing game. So yeah, that's actually a really cool one.
So we have a healer.
Yep, we got a healer. He's
right.
Our tech guy. So he can be your tech and your healer. And then
actually,
what about you, Scott?
So I build equipment and make. Sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just thinking out loud. Y'all go ahead.
You were gonna say you can do build equipment and work on people to heal them up, and that's definitely the case, man. That'll come in handy, honestly. Now, Scott, have you settled on your role?
Yeah, I went with the fixer.
Very nice, very nice. So what? Since I might as well go ahead and do this right now. So under your character sheet, when you're editing your character, you'll see there's a second tab for your character sheet. And what you want to do is go down to the scroll down into the skills, and I'm going to have you add your special skills. So click on add, and you're able to do this here. So, Scott, you want to put street deal.
Wait, where am I adding this?
This would be under skills. Do you see that you can add your
yes.
skill? So add a skill and go ahead and name it street deal.
Street deal. Okay. And what is that assigned to? Like what
Great
stat?
Huh.
I want to say it's either cool
It doesn't say.
or
So
empathy.
Oh, you know what? Let's see. I think you can choose.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
that
we'll get into it in a little bit in the rules, but I believe the whole dynamic of the game is you choose a stat, you choose a skill, and you roll a d10, and that's how you do skills in the game.
Oh. So, we get
So
one
it
of these-
basically allows you to use the best skill or rather the best stat you feel you have for that skill.
Really?
All right.
I believe so. Well, let's see. Sorry about that. I didn't come prepared on that one, so I do apologize.
Yeah, no
What's
worries.
it
I'm
called?
figuring this out too.
Street deal.
Yeah, street deal. Well, you know what? Let me look at one of the pre-gens actually, and that would probably help for the net runner. Let me look at the net runners. Honestly, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Just because if you think about, so let's say you're a guy who's a net runner, right? And you go ahead and give yourself high intelligence. You probably want to use your intelligence to help, with that skill, right? As opposed to using your lower, like one, which might be your physical strength. Whereas opposed if you're going to do a physical strength and you made your character for that, you'd probably use your more physical attributes to help with those skills. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So we'll go ahead and leave the second part blank. You can leave the second and third part blank. Just put in the name for now. Now, for you, Neostar, you said you chose a fixer. No, you chose a... What did you choose?
Tech, I believe.
Right. I'm going to write this down as well. Fixer. We've got tech. And for you, your special ability is called... so basically, yours is just called techie, I guess you could call it if you want. It basically is a general repair skill, allowing you to temporarily repair or alter anything for 1d6 turns per level of skill. It also lets you perform major surgery and medical repairs.
Really? Alright.
So yeah,
So
Major surgery.
yeah.
I'm the cyberpunk blackjack. Who am I doing?
Right, that's pretty awesome.
All right. So the skill's called tech.
Yep, techie. Yep.
It's like the reverse of like the Wild West, where the barbers were also the dentists.
Oh. It's like that, taking that to the extreme future version.
All right, Western fan. Man, that's always fun.
I'm surprised no one's chosen exec yet. No one wants to be a power broker and business raider.
That sounds boring.
You would have connections into the business world that you could tap into.
I thought we were shooting the business people.
Well, you can also do that too. Now,
Plus, when you have to amass your forces when you're a businessman too.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you need your corporate armies. That's true. Now, Alabaster, have you decided on yours?
Yes, Nomad.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that earlier. You actually were the first to decide on one. So for yours, your special ability is called Family. And this allows the Nomad to call in as many family members to aid him as his current family ability level times 2. So you basically call him for backup.
Okay.
Pretty useful.
Yeah.
Not bad. I like
Yeah, bring in the fam.
that. Right? Because that's the thing with the Nomads. They travel in large caravan packs in the wastes and areas outside of the Night City. And so, like, family and their strength together, that's really their big power. That's why they're able to survive in the wasteland areas and in places that normal citizens just could not survive in. They're very resilient, very Mad Max-like. And then, okay, so I think that's everybody for now, because I think, obviously, we're going to have to come back for Johnny's character. But, yeah, okay, so cool. So everyone's got the roles. So let's see here. Now that we've done the roll, we're going to go ahead and do the stats. So there are a couple different ways we can do the stats. and I'm actually going to be a little bit flexible with this and kind of give you a few different options, guys, to make sure you guys are playing and making the characters that you guys want to make. So one is the first way we can do it is random. By rolling 9d10 and totaling them, you have your total character points that you can then spend and allot on whatever skills that you want. And the second one is to roll 1d10 for each stat, 9 in all, and re-rolling any scores of 2 or less, and then place those random rolls in each stat as desired. And the other is what's called cinematic. And this option allows us to basically allot you a certain amount of points based on what you guys see yourselves as: average, minor supporting character, minor hero, major supporting character, or a major hero. And so I'll leave those options to you if you want to do it more random or if you want to do it more controlled. What do you guys think?
So with the random, I'm seeing 10 skills. Is that right?
Yeah, I think did I say 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, there's 10 skills.
So for those that are new, random means that like everyone could be at a different power level depending on how well you roll. Whereas if we do a point by, everyone's essentially on the same level.
Exactly. Yeah, and less up to chance that way. When you do random rolls, it makes it more kind of quote unquote realistic in that you can't really choose how all the things that your body and physical attributes you're born with. However, this is a role-playing game. Not everything has to be realistic. So if you want to do the points by system, you'll have more control over your character, essentially. Scott, you're the more experienced role player. Do you have a preference?
I don't know. I kind of like I didn't like the random thing at first, but it can be kind of fun. But I don't know. For some new players, it can be a little frustrating.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, honestly. So yeah, okay. Well, I'm thinking then maybe more of the cinematic route, and the pre-gen character is probably around a minor supporting character level, maybe just a little bit above. But we could also go a little bit higher up if you guys want to feel a little bit more powerful.
Not sure.
I know there's a lot of decisions. Usually, I would just choose this but I wanted to open it up for you guys. But if you want, I can also make that decision.
So what's the highest one?
It's called Major Hero, and that's 80 points.
Okay.
Bottom is Average at 50 points. In the middle is Minor Hero with 75 points. So Minor Hero might be a good way to go. It's a little bit higher than your average.
75. And how many new players do we have?
We have, I think, one brand new player, and then you guys. I think they had a little bit of experience. I think Alabaster had some experience because he was wanting to run this, so he probably has some experience. And then, so Alabaster probably has a decent amount of experience. And then, what about you, Neostar?
I don't have experience with this game. I just role playing in general.
Role playing in general. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, not entirely sure. My guy seems more like he'd be on the supply side of whatever team he's on. So I'm not sure how much higher he'd go. Besides minor support. I mean,
really, okay. So you would feel more. You feel more like the minor supporting character as opposed to the minor hero.
I mean, I'm not sure how the flow of the game is going.
So what we're talking about is like you've played like what is it, Skyrim or any other like RPGs where you actually like set your points, like your stat point.
Like
so that's what we're talking about, is essentially how many points we're going to set it at instead of just rolling randomly.
And so the more points you have, the higher you can make your statistics, and stronger, faster, smarter, etc. you can make them. And that's why they call them essentially cinematic mode, where it's like if you want to be a minor hero, you'll have more powerful abilities. If you want to be the major hero, you'll have even more powerful abilities. Or if you're the average character, you probably won't have that much great stuff.
So basically, if we went with the 50 point buy, that's basically if you rolled a 5 on all 10 of your dice.
It's a good way of looking at it, yeah. Which is very average, which is why they call it average.
Yeah. So like 75, especially if we have two newer players, might be a good, kind of like happy medium.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Wait, did you say 2 minor supporting characters?
No, 2 new characters.
Okay.
Or sorry, new players. So basically, we would all do a 75 point buy.
As a
Okay.
minor hero. Yeah, I think that sounds fair to me. All right, so we'll mark. We're doing
Well-
75 points. Oh, go ahead.
So I guess with that case, my hero should be fine.
Sweet. Yeah, I think that sounds good to me. It's a little bit higher, but you also, like you said, we have some new players and especially new to Cyberpunk, so I think that would be fair.
All right, thanks.
Excellent. Excellent. So now what we'll do is, if you see in your underneath your characters, there's the handouts. What I've done is I've given you a full skills list. If you click on that, it'll pull it up on your screen, and those are all the skills. The special obviously is listed here for the Netrunner, but that's your special skill that I told you about. And so what happens is there's these things called basic skills, which all start at level 2. Now, basic skills, I'll go ahead and read these off to you. So you can go ahead and put a 2 in all, write in these skills, and then put a 2 for these. So, so if you pull up your character and go down to the skills section, next to where you added your special ability, you'll go ahead and add another one. And I'm going to go ahead and read these off slow so everyone can get these. And when I read them off, you're just going to write that name down and add a 2. All right, and so the first one you're going to be adding is perception.
And so we're giving it a 2.
Exactly. And these were just your starts. You can add more to these once we start buying stuff, but this is just to start with. And the next one is concentration.
This is for all of us or just him?
This is for everyone.
Oh crap.
Sorry. I'll start over.
Okay, so what was the first one?
So the first one was perception.
And we just add, and what do we do then?
Just put a 2 where it says 0. You can put a 2 there.
So perception is basically your character's ability to notice things going on around them. So if someone's sneaking up on you and you've got a low perception, you're probably not going to see that coming.
Also, if you ever want to search for clues or anything.
Yep.
Yes, very,
So
very
basically, your awareness. Like
awareness.
Ah, really?
So
And that's when you use our
concentration.
intelligence, right?
Oh, that's true. What did this sheet say?
Every
yes.
sheet that I've looked at is used intelligence. So
Yeah.
Oh no! Remember, you can choose whichever one you guys want for these.
That's not what the skills thing says.
yeah, Well, I'm looking at all of the different. I've got them all around me right here. The pre-gen characters and all the pre-gen characters.
Yeah, sorry. So the pre-gens, they actually pre-selected those to make it easier.
Well,
Okay.
I'm looking at your full skills list, and it actually bases it on the modifier, or what did they use in this game for the stats?
So I'm pretty sure that I'll go ahead and pull up the reference here, but I was pretty sure that that's how it'll work. But let me just double check.
Because under intelligence, it has perception, tracking, education, local expert.
Because they talk about how the big thing is you choose a stat, you choose a skill, you roll a d10, and that's how you do the skills. So let me make sure I have that right. The first is there are 2 ways to resolve an action using your skills. The first is resolve an action against another living thing or person. To this, you, the attacker, add your relevant stat. Oh, okay, it's your relevant stat. Plus skill plus 1d10. So, I see. I thought it said you could choose it. Huh. So how do you know what your relevant stat is then?
According to the skill list, it tells you.
Where are you seeing the skill list?
That's
So
the full skill list handout.
Uh-huh. Oh, it does list it there?
Yeah.
Huh. Look at that. Oh, you're right. I apologize. Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
Yeah, no, we're all learning here.
I see. Okay, so it's already on there. I see. Okay, perfect. So that must mean then the... Oh, okay, so if we see here that listed on the thing here for the special, you would just put your class, your role as the stat, I guess. Huh. I'm not too sure. But all right, let's go ahead and go back to the basic skills to at least start there.
Yeah.
So we have perception, we have concentration, and then the next one is education.
We don't need no education.
Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone.
I'm a doctor and an engineer. I hope I have an education.
That's probably.
Oh, yeah, that would be really bad if you did.
I was gonna say people might end up dead or screwed over. If that's the case.
We've got Dr. Nick from The Simpsons.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so next one is persuasion.
So perception first and then persuasion?
We've got perception, concentration, education, and persuasion.
Okay, let's see. Persuasion is under cool.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
And so far, all of these have a 2 in them, correct?
That's right, exactly. And then after persuasion is athletics. After athletics, we have teaching.
Where is athletics? Dexterity. What was teaching, you said?
Teaching. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure all of our characters have that?
So everyone has all the skills. It just depends on what you want to put into it.
I don't see teaching on the main list here.
This song is starting to sound like Chatelet.
Okay, teaching. What is teaching? Intelligence, I'm guessing?
Let
Because I don't see it on the list.
Yeah, on the Edgerunner handouts, each one of the characters has 1, 2, 3, 4, 12.
Yeah, it's listed here in the rule book. Basic skills are things generally common to everyone in all cultures or time periods: perception, concentration, education, persuasion, athletics, teaching, local expert, brawling, and evasion.
Local
right.
expert.
What were the last 2 after local expert?
Local expert and teach. Oh, sorry. Local expert, brawling, and evasion.
Okay.
These are given free to all characters.
Brawling and evasion.
Okay, so family, perception, concentration, education, persuasion, athletics, teaching, and then what?
Local expert. Brawling, and I didn't catch the last one. Evasion.
Mm-hmm.
Brawling is Dex.
So not everybody has marksmanship.
Correct.
We can all fight, but we can't all shoot. Fair enough.
Kind of makes sense. You can kind of generally throw your fists around pretty easily, but to be a good marksman, you kind of need at least some experience or training.
Okay.
Now we have our, obviously now you have your points here. I'm trying to see if this is. If I want to do one more thing real quick.
Yeah, is this like D&D or Pathfinder where we have the number determines the bonus?
That's a good question. Let me grab that information for you.
And is there like a max?
I believe the max is 10. It's based on a 1d10, but let me just double check that.
Okay, because I'm gonna be hella cool.
I mean, you got it. It's Cyberpunk, right? Oh yeah. Let me look in here. Oh my God,
Who's watching me?
we're being watched by Big Brother.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's my character's AI.
Oh no, my grandpa's right. They are watching us.
Hilarious. Oh my God.
It really likes Minecraft dungeons. Just to.
So okay, we'll go into the rules a little bit more later, but just to kind of give some more insight into skills, skill check and what skill checks are. Most of the time, your character will be able to do most ordinary things without difficulty: walk, talk, open a can of protein food, complex 35 without gagging, etc. But certain things will require the character to make a skill check to see if he can actually do what he wanted to. And so, let's see here. If you opposing task, no, let's see. What was your question specifically, Scott?
So the way that,
Oh, here we go.
yeah, basically, how do these stats apply
Reflect
to our
the gameplay.
skills? Because usually, like in D&D or Pathfinder, like your base start is a 10, and that gives you a +0 modifier.
So, kind of going over the actions thing we did, I was talking about earlier. Whenever your character tries to do something called taking action, there's always the question of whether they'll succeed or fail. Sometimes that task is so easy that it's obvious, for instance, taking a step forward without falling down. In these cases, you just tell me what you're doing and you don't have to roll a die. But if you're trying to take a step on the deck of a ship pitching wildly in a driving rainstorm, walking might be very difficult indeed. That's where resolving actions with your skills come into play. There are 2 ways to resolve an action. The first is to resolve an action against another living thing or person. To do this, you the attacker, add your relevant stat plus skill plus 1d10 die roll against your opponent. The defender's own relevant stat plus skill plus 1d10 roll. You compare them. The result of your opponent's stat plus skill plus 1d10 die roll is also known as the difficulty value. So that's how you determine. So basically versus your stat, skill, and roll versus the enemy's stat, skill, and roll. And that's how you resolve an action.
So if my guy's hella cool and he's gonna persuade someone, he'd basically roll persuasion, so that would be 2 plus his cool, which is 10.
Plus the die roll, 1d10.
Right, so let's see how that works when I hit this button.
I can't find where it says what teaching uses.
Let me go and read that off to you.
Yeah, because that wasn't listed on the thing. We were kind of thrown off by that one.
Yeah, I know that was too.
I wonder if it was a typo or something.
I don't think so. It might have just been that the Roll20 wherever I got that, because I got that online. I didn't get.
No, I'm reading it out of the Jumpstart Kit rulebook. Like it says basic skills, and then there's fighting skills, range of weapon, awareness, control, body, social, and I don't see teaching anywhere on here.
And one of those skills will be family.
Yeah, it's odd.
So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can actually click on your character sheet to roll. I did read something that they built in a crit and fumble thing in there. So when you roll, you're going to see like a whole bunch of dice roll.
Yes.
But it'll basically break it down to whether you crit, fumble, or just do a regular dice and then give you the result. But you'll see like 2 d10s and a d8 and a bunch of other stuff in there.
So I found your answer. It's not for some reason in the Jumpstart book, but it is in the 2020 edition. So teaching is the skill of imparting knowledge to someone else. If you don't think this is a skill, you ought to try it sometime, it says. Players may not teach any skill unless they have a higher skill level than the student. The referee is the final arbiter of how long it takes to teach a skill, etc. It goes on for a little bit more.
I just need to know what modifier it uses.
Okay.
I would imagine intelligence.
Could it be intelligence or it could be education?
No, intelligence is a stat. This is a skill.
Oh, true. Sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. Then I would go with intelligence. Yeah.
Okay. Where are you reading this off of?
This is in the Cyberpunk 2020 manual. So this is the
Okay.
previous edition from Red. I know a lot of the rules are very similar, so I've stolen some of the details from the Red or from the 2020 handbook.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have the core rulebook out. Obviously, you know that, but for those who don't know, this is what we're doing is called the Jumpstart Kit. They're going to release the core rulebook. They were supposed to have already released it, but they have to push it back now, and so hopefully it's going to release by the end of summer. But we're basically working off.
Wait a minute. I got it. Page 27 on the
27.
Jumpstart Kit rulebook. There's a list.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh, that's helpful. Oh shoot, I didn't even. Damn, good call. I'm glad you have the book too, man.
Puzzle time.
Right?
Okay, so teaching isn't listed, so I think when it said teaching in that little blurb, they meant to put tracking.
Well, they have teaching in the original though as a skill.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I think
Tracking makes a lot more sense.
Was tracking listed here?
tracking is actually listed. Teaching isn't.
Where's the track? Oh, you're right. Tracking is listed. Huh. Okay, maybe you're right. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we change it to tracking as opposed to teaching?
I already changed mine to tracking.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be teaching anybody in the
Fair enough.
this will learn how to play adventure.
Probably not. I can't even. I mean, even in a regular, like a long-term campaign, there's probably not too many opportunities to teach people stuff.
No.
Okay, so you connect the bionic arm to the socket here.
All right, so yes,
You
now
won't
we
get
have
to teach into your like Cranky Kong or something.
I remember back in my day, I was fighting crop, and I and all that. I was over here snatching lays and bringing on the construction site.
No, Cranky Kong was like one of the best parts of not just the games, but like those games, the Donkey Kong Country series. They had like the best instruction manuals.
Really?
Cranky Kong.
Yeah, and Cranky Kong would like jive in. It's like, what's with all these buttons on the Super Nintendo controller? Back in my day, we just had one button and a joystick, and we liked it that way.
Oh yeah, Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong.
Now that we've gotten the basic skills out of the way, though, you have your what should I say, your points there. Now we should be able to go ahead and start buying stuff. But let me check one more. Let me check one more thing here.
And we're set cap is 75, right?
That's what we decided on. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
You already put in all your skills, man.
Yep.
Oh dang, already?
That was fast.
Well, I figure 5 is average, so I just based 5, and then that's 50 points. So then you got 25 that you can break up to boost higher than that if you want to.
You've gotten this down to a science, man.
I don't see family listed here either.
Is that your special skill?
Yeah.
That's probably why, because it's tied to
Are
your.
you sure driving shouldn't be the special skill?
I know, right? Family.
If you want to switch it, we could do a homebrew and switch it to your driving if you'd prefer. If you thought that was more appropriate for your character.
I mean, well, is that something you got from 2020?
It is. They only
Okay, that's
the special. The only special one they give you for the Red book is the interface for the Netrunner, but it's exactly the same as in the 2020 book. So I figured we could just use the special abilities that were listed there.
I'd rather just run my character as it's listed in the rules so far.
Sure, man. So what? You just don't want to have a special ability then, or?
Yeah, and I'll just do driving instead for my, I guess.
Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I got 40 hit points.
My character's a loner anyway.
I'm not sure how much likely family I got in this game.
I mean, he likes his family, well enough. It's just
He just doesn't want to call him to get into the danger. Maybe maybe he doesn't want to put his
Well-
family in danger's way.
that. I mean, his family is kind of in a dangerous business, but I think this takes place in California, and his roots are in Tennessee,
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah,
Johnson County,
then,
according to the song.
that wouldn't work necessarily. So
They'll be here in like 10 hours. All we got to do is hold out against these guys with all these machine guns for 10 hours. We can make it.
We can do
So
it.
is movement going to determine how many spaces we can move per turn? I'm guessing.
Say that again.
Move as the ability, move, or the stat.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure I'm following. Sorry.
So we have the 10 different stats. One of them is called move. So I'm wondering if that affects like how many spaces or how much movement we get per turn.
Yes, it would. Yeah. Sorry, it took me so long to answer that.
So should I go ahead and start? It was 75, right? So
Mhm.
should I just go ahead and start just clicking away?
Yeah, go ahead and start adding all your guys' points and whatnot. And sorry if go ahead and start doing that. And then let me know once you've done that. I know you said you're pretty much done already.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries.
So I'm going to start with 7 in each and then kind of go up and down until it.
Wait. Okay, so I think I apologize. Can we need to take a step back actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I think we got confused, Scott. So the points, I think those are for your statistics, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Int, ref,
Not
reflex,
for the
dex.
actual skills. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
That's what I was doing.
Okay. Phew, okay, I thought I told you the wrong thing. I apologize.
No.
I know
There's a lot
enough to
here,
know
so
that
it's like-
where to put them.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. You guys have both had experience, so that's true. So then, if that's the case, then do you need me to help you get the points to actually put into the skills themselves? I would assume so. Yes.
Oh, do we know what our special abilities start at? Do those start out as a 2 as well? Because I have it at 0 right now.
No, that doesn't start out as a 2.
Okay.
So we're once you have the statistics put in and you're ready to go, then we'll do the skills themselves.
Okay. Well, I'll let everyone else catch up.
My intelligence will be lower than average.
Who's our healer? Is that Neostar?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, he's probably gonna want a high intelligence.
Hopefully he chose that.
And
I'll
I
be right
hope
back myself.
some nimble fingers.
Let's see. Math.
I'm back.
This game's very mathematical.
It is. the very last part when we start buying stuff, depending on how long this goes, I may send you off with the stuff so you guys can just take the week to decide what you want to buy and upgrade with. But we'll see what we can do with that.
Yeah, going through the equipment's always the longest part.
Oh
of the
yeah,
process.
especially in this game, dude. There's a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I've got books and books of stuff for Pathfinder.
That's true.
Starfinder is interesting because it would literally like narrow it down. Like you can only buy this stuff at this level.
Oh really?
It's been so long since I've looked at the rules for that. I do like the fact that you can like get power armor and then like slowly customize it to do different things. You can get just shy of like actual 40k Space Marine power armor in that game. I don't know. That's not really fair to compare though, because 40k deliberately just shoves anything in there.
Just like flamer, why not? But they do have like cybernetic enhancements in that game, and there's a bunch of cool stuff in there. Plus, there's like options to build your own ship, and a bunch of crazy stuff.
That does sound fun.
Yeah, and they got one that's it's kind of like a cross between a Jedi and what's that magic system from Mass Effect? I forget what it's called.
Huh? There's a magic system in Mass Effect?
They have magic.
Oh yeah,
users
like that?
It's like Psion, something weird like that.
Yeah,
I think they're called technomancers in that one. I'd have to look it up.
Oh no, I'm thinking of something different. No, Technomancer is more like the magic stuff. I'm talking more like I think they can manipulate like dark matter and I think solar energy maybe.
Oh, the solar. Yeah, they're basically the sci-fi version of a paladin.
Yeah, was a pretty cool part of Mass Effect, honestly.
Yeah, there's the ones in Starfinder. They have like a crystal that like orbits them, and they can grab it, and it'll either turn into like armor or a weapon.
Huh? Interesting.
So, how much money do we start out with?
So we'll get to that in a second as well.
Okay.
Let's see here. So have you done your stats then?
Yeah, I
wonder where Neostar got. Is the Neostar?
I think it's 75. Let me recount just to make sure I didn't go over or under.
Neostar, return to us.
Well, my guy knows how to shoot guns and look cool.
Before you.
Yay, Neostar stands before us.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, I'm back. I'm just trying to make sure my list is even here.
Yeah, I got 75. That should be the total, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay.
What's the I know we have a total of 75, but what's the max amount for an individual section slot?
For stat?
Yeah.
I think he said 10.
No, that's for the. I don't know. That's a great question.
I wonder how many hit points we start out with.
I was gonna say because right now I'm doing skills.
Oh yeah. Oh, oops. Yeah, my bad. So let's do hit points as well.
Mine automatically calculated mine to 40.
It automatically did it.
Mine did not.
Huh. That's weird. Did you have to fill in?
Oh wait, no. Here it is. Starting HP. I was looking at current HP, and it's like we don't know. 250.
250?
I may. No. I'm saying.
I'm like, damn, I only got
50.
40.
No, mine's at 50.
Okay. So you put some points into body.
Yes, because I'm just gonna tell you right now, my character does a lot of drugs. So he's gonna need that investment in body in order to stay alive.
Oh boy, I guess it is a good thing I picked the tech.
You're fixing him all the time. Of course, my guy's probably going to be supplying him the drugs, so
Oh, absolutely. That's what they call a symbiotic relationship.
So I believe 2 is the minimum and 10 is the maximum. So I guess I was right.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
2 and 10.
I give him the rad and he gives me the supply.
So, Neostar,
Yep.
go ahead and continue working on that. I know you just got back, so go ahead and continue there. And just let me know when you're done. If you want, we can go ahead and start doing the skills, guys. Actually, allocating points to your different skills.
Okay, how does that work?
If you guys are ready. So skills are used to enhance your ability to perform certain tasks. They represent things you've specifically taken the time to learn and possibly master, as opposed to your stats, which only indicate a basic natural ability at doing something. For example, if you have a very good reflex, you would probably pick up driving a car very easily. But you would not know how to drive a car until you had learned the skill of driving. Each skill is related in some way to one of your basic stats. For example, the skill of handgun is always related to this character's reflex stat. Skills are always rated from 0 to 10, with 1 being a novice level of knowledge and 10 being a master's level of ability. Skills are described on pages 46 to 53, along with all pertinent notes and explanations. So there are 2 types of skills. There are career skill packages and pickup skills.
What are
Career
you reading this from again?
This is from the 2020 handbook.
Right.
Sorry, I know it's not ideal, but there's no actual way to create a character in the Jumpstart book. You have to.
Yeah, you got a point.
So I only did this so I could give more robust options.
Right.
Sorry, man. I know it as a purist, I definitely get it, man. But so yeah, okay. So that's where I'm getting it from, just for number knows. And then the career skills is a group of skills that are known by your character as part of his or her career. Their basics. Let's see. A starting character receives 40 points to distribute among your 10 career skills, which I can give you the career skills here. And you may not use these on your pickup skills. Although you can choose to use future improvement points. We probably won't get into that today, because that's obviously for
So what are the pickup? So there's career skills. So those are basically like I have certain skills as a fixer, correct?
Exactly, and a pickup skill are skills the character has learned in the course of knocking around, living his or her life. Characters determine their starting points for these skills by adding their reflex and intelligence stats. Pickup points cannot be used to increase your character's career skills, though. So, that being said,
so I have 18 pickup points, right? Intelligence and reflex.
Exactly, and then you have 40 career points, and for the career for you, you're a fixer.
Yeah.
You go ahead and I don't know if you want to write these down or somehow note these.
I'm trying to think of where I could list that. I can put it in my bio.
That's a good idea.
All right. What are the fixers?
All right, so the fixer is awareness, or I guess in this case, perception.
I'm sorry, awareness?
Let's see. Let me look here.
I went ahead and based my class skills off of what the character sheet had, if that's all right.
Does it have it? No, definitely. Does it already have it? Actually, that helps a lot if it does. Oh, yeah, you're right. It does already have it. Oh, that was really smart, man.
Oh, that is
Very
nice.
smart. Yeah, no, that was a really smart idea, man.
I gotta find who's the fixer? Is that Grease?
Exactly. So yeah, just use those as the career ones. Yep. Those are really, man, you're on top of this.
Wait, where does it have the career ones? Is that the ones under skills?
Yes, under skills, yeah.
I don't think that's because you told me alertness, right?
Yeah.
Because I see athletics, brawling, bribery,
Okay.
Concentration.
And what was the page?
I don't see 40 points worth of stuff in there either.
Well, that's a tough one. So, what I can do is give you what I have, but essentially, the skills. Let me break it down. So, just so everyone again knows here. So, essentially, what it looks like is because maybe they have more skills listed in the in the core rulebook. Is that what you think, Scott, or what do you think
Hold on,
about
let me
that?
see something.
Right.
Okay, so I looked at what he has in his skills, like the default guy. Sorry, the pre-made. He's
Uh-huh.
got 47 points into his skills.
Which that doesn't add up, does it?
But
Well, they're
hold
doing
on,
different
if
points.
he
They're doing different
started
points.
with,
Because remember, the pre-gen characters weren't necessarily created the same way you create our characters.
yeah. All right.
Essentially, they have each of these career skills are special skills that I have descriptions for. But if we want to leave them out, that's definitely understandable.
Now I just need the list. So what did I have? Awareness.
I'll give you the master skill list. How about that?
Well, I just want the fixer skill list.
Oh, okay. The fixer skill list is awareness/notice, forgery, handgun, brawling, melee, picklock, pickpocket, intimidate, and persuasion.
Okay. Now, what do those use? Awareness is.
Let me see here. And that was for the awareness you were asking about, right?
Yep.
So that one is an intelligence skill.
All right. Forgery.
You know, I got a better way to do this, yeah. So forgery is a technical skill.
Okay, tech. Handgun is reflex, I believe. Brawling is, I want to say, dex. Melee is probably dex. Picklock is probably dex. Pickpocket is probably dex.
Let me grab those for you if you want.
Intimidate, I'm guessing, is empathy, and persuasion is cool.
It's on page 53. Okay. All right. Now, where did you get those from, Scott? Did you
Just guessing.
go ahead and read them off to me again?
Okay, so I had handgun as reflex, brawling is dex, melee is
Hold on, slow down. Handgun is reflex, yes.
Brawling is dex.
What are you playing?
Cyberpunk Red.
I'm sure she knows all about Cyberpunk Red. Was that brawling you said?
Yeah, brawling I have as dex. This is all there is to see. It's pretty boring, huh?
Oh yeah, so brawling is yeah, just go and,
Dex, I believe.
yeah, go and put Dex.
Well, we already had that actually, I think.
I think so too, but I wasn't sure.
Melee, dex, pickpocket.
Those are the ones
dex,
we're already given.
picklock. So I have 40 points to spend in these, huh?
Correct, sir. You are very correct. And if you have any questions about what they mean or what they do, just let me know. I got the pages open here in front of me. Now, who's next? Who's my next victim? Neo, sorry, you want to go next, man?
Here's what goes on at our adult TikTok house.
Oh, God. We're being invaded by the ads again.
Oh no!
I hate my phone sometimes.
It's all good. Neo, sorry, did you want to do yours next, or would you like to go next? I'll bless you.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So obviously, we got as we explained earlier, we have the two different types of skills, and so you're gonna have 40 points for the career skills, and then for your pickup skills, these are gonna be based on your reference plus intelligence.
Okay.
That's how many points you have to spend on anything that is not your career skills.
Okay. So my intelligence is 6.
And then what is your reflex?
My reflex is 10.
So then you'll have 16 points to spend on the pickup skills. So 40 for career and 16 for pickup.
Okay.
And if
And
you
I
like
think
to break down, sorry, go ahead.
I think my career ones are
Go ahead.
melee weapon, marksmanship, and driving.
So they have those three. They also list a few more if you want to hear what they are.
Okay.
Yes. They also have awareness and notice, endurance. They have basic tech, wilderness
Wait,
survival.
hold on.
Sorry.
Okay. So, what was the first one?
Awareness/notice.
Okay.
Then we have endurance. And
Right.
And then you listed melee, marksmanship, and drive. So those are good. And then we have tech,
Okay.
wilderness survival, and then brawling and athletics.
Okay, I already got that.
Perfect. Then
Those
yeah,
are both the
those are
basic skills.
excellent. Then yeah, those are the ones that you can put your career points into there. And then the other 9 points, or the other 16 points, can go into the other skills. All right, and then Neostar, that leaves you there. And so you are the tech guy, right?
Yep, that's correct.
All right, so let's see what we can do for you here.
I think I got some of my that's kind of mixed up.
Oh, did you need to redo the statistics at all, or are you still okay with it?
I may have to check back with the statistics in
Okay, yeah.
Just copy the
How they
top.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you have any questions about what each of the stats means or how it'll affect gameplay, because I can definitely answer those questions as well.
Wouldn't reflexes be the same as dexterity?
Great question. Let me pull that up. Right. Okay. So, reflexes. Your reflexes are your response time and coordination, as used in aiming, throwing, juggling, etc. A stage magician, for example, would have a high reflex stat. Most importantly, this is the stat that affects your ability to hit things. Reflexes, as opposed to, would you guys say dexterity? Was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, what's reflex? Is that melee?
That's how to hit things. So I think that would include melee and
I think.
fireball.
I think. So, what is this? Close range combat is dex, and I
Well,
think
that's the thing I wanted to
range
mention. There's no
is-
dex listed in the manual.
There's no dex in the manual.
Yeah, there's in the jumpstart. Oh, there it is. I apologize. There it is. I was like, there's got to be when you said it, even when you said it, I was like, there's got to be a dex. Come on, what are you saying, kid? No. So dexterity, obviously there was reflexes, and dexterity, to contrast, is your overall physical competence as it pertains to balancing, leaping, jumping, combat, and other athletic activities. A gymnast would have a high dexterity. Most importantly, this stat can help a character avoid being hit. So reflex is to hit, dexterity is to avoid being hit.
Well, dex is avoidance, and it's also melee, like hand-to-hand combat. So if you're using
I see.
your fists, that's going to be brawling. If you have some sort of melee weapon, that's going to be melee. And then reflex is your ability for ranged combat.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, Neostar, if you have something you can write this down, I'll go ahead and give you your points you can do for your skills here.
All right.
All right, so you're going to have 40 career points to spend on your skills, and then you're going to have, for your pickup skills points, you need to add up your reflex number and your intelligence number.
So he's going to list off a bunch of skills. Those are your, what is that, professional skills? That's the only ones you can spend your 40 points on.
All right, then. So let's see here. The ones listed here are.
No, so I'll go ahead and read them off to you when you're ready, actually.
All right, then.
So you have, let's see, awareness / notice.
Okay.
Tech.
Tech.
Awareness is tech.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! What?
Okay.
Huh?
You said awareness / notice is tech, or is that int?
Oh! I apologize. Let me check. That's it. I believe in that's intelligence skill.
All right, then.
And then you have, as I said, tech. Then you have we're gonna change that to tracking. That's who wants to teach anybody anything anyway. And then we have education.
Okay, that's intelligence, I see.
We have cyber tech.
Cyber-tech.
We have diagnose.
What the? Hang on.
Sorry,
Okay.
going too fast.
Okay.
Remember, you're the jack of all trades.
Wait.
And so did you get the education already?
Yeah, I got education, cyber-tech,
Okay.
and diagnose.
And we got electronics.
All right.
Human perception.
I got perception on here. Hold on.
It's specifically called human perception.
Oh, my apologies. All right then.
No worries. There's actually a difference there,
Human perception.
which I know sounds kind of weird. Like, what would the differences be there, right?
Mhm.
Human perception is specifically the ability to read a person's facial expressions and body language to discern lies and learn how they feel. It's an empathy skill.
Hmm.
And then you have pharmaceuticals is the last one.
Street pharmaceuticals?
Is that what it's called? Street pharmaceuticals?
No.
Oh. You almost got me there, man.
Pretty sure I spelled that wrong, but it's there.
That's
As
fine.
long as you know what it is.
And,
Alright, then.
yeah, cool. And then yeah, those are your skills. You can put the 40 points in, and then your other points, those are going to be the ones that you add to anything else.
Alrighty. Let's see, where is that?
And how are you guys going with? How are you guys coming along with your skills there?
So
I don't mind.
the ones that you have between your intellect and reflex, those can go on anything, right?
Say that again.
So I have the extra ones. That's basically the combination of my reflex and my intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I can put those anywhere, right? Or do they have to go in pickup skills? They can't go in career skills.
Well, any of the pickup skills have to go in ones that aren't careers. Is that what you mean, or did you mean which
Yeah,
points did you refer
basically.
to? Okay, yeah. Any of the pickup ones cannot go into any of the career skills I listed to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also put them into any of those ones on that list, right?
Any of the other ones, yeah. Any of the other ones that you have in the full skills list, or yeah.
I should probably ask, what does pharmaceuticals fall under? Intelligence or tech?
Pharmaceuticals?
Because we don't really know how these pharmaceuticals are being distributed to folks. I mean, administered.
Pharmaceuticals is under tech. I'm gonna add something, a link. I'll grab you guys a link if I can here.
Alright. I think mine's done. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So I think my character starts out with like a sedan or something.
What's that?
Oh, just looking at
Uh-huh.
it's not really talked about in the book much, but
Oh, that's funny.
the pre-gen character sheet has it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like an old school sedan?
I
Or is it like a new, like more new style? Or does it even really say?
probably doesn't even say. Ground car. A sedan-style ground car with enough room to hold 6 people.
Sounds pretty good.
I just got back and I heard something about a vehicle holding 6 people.
Yeah, that's what my character has.
Oh, he starts with a car. Nice.
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice.
not like a flying car. It's not like a spinner from Blade Runner or anything, but it'll get you around.
So you are the chauffeur.
Basically.
So I'm gonna upload a complete skills description just in case anybody wants it. But yeah, I'll put that up just in case people want it.
Did we get the nomad skills? Because I'm pretty sure drive is going to be in under there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I got it.
yeah we did, yeah, and it was. And we need a driver. Every good group needs a driver, right?
Yeah. Okay, I think I've got my skills.
And how are you working? How are your skills coming along, Neostar? Neostar, are you still plugging away on your skills there?
I think we lost him. I think it's just you, me, and
Oh, really?
Alabaster. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let me see.
What happened to
Maybe-
Johnny?
Oh, he had to leave a lot earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to help him get his character going on before the next game. There's Neostar.
Oh, now the thing comes on.
Sorry, you got kicked out somehow.
yeah, no worries. Still trying to plug.
Still trying to plug away on them skills.
Yeah. Let's see. That was six particular.
We'll give it a few more minutes while you work on that, and then we can go on to the next. We'll start up for the next section here.
All right then.
All right, let's see how well I do at bribing the GM. 16.
You win the game. You don't even have to start. You just win.
Well, I just wanted to add 10 more points to my stats.
Ah, very sneaky. You sure you're not a fixer? Oh wait, yes, you are. I see you're already using your skills.
Yeah, I'm already getting into character.
Got to push it to the edge, right? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, push it to the edge.
Even when you're out of game.
Okay, so you said 40 skill points for our specific skills here.
Mhm.
Okay, awareness.
And
Sabotage.
You don't have to put points into all of them. You can pick the ones that you want.
Oh. As long as I use the 40 skills.
Yep, as long as you use the 40 points. And what did we say the max was? Was 10?
Yep. For the statistics.
Oh, okay, what is it for the skills?
Good question. Yeah. That was 10.
So the skills and the stats are all 10 based.
No, that can't be right.
Makes sense to me.
All right, so 35 for the stats and then 40 for the skills.
Yeah, I think,
Right. The stats are a little bit different than your skills. Because once you have your stats, they don't move as much as you level, but your skills will.
Ah.
At least that's generally how it works. This might throw me a curveball.
Well, I think I got my skills accounted for, but I may have to recalculate the stats.
no worries. So yeah, if you want, you can come back to that at another time, yeah, or later when you want to, or if you want, you can also just go ahead and take a look at it now, real quick, while we're grabbing that information.
All right, then I just don't want to hold things up too
You know
much.
what? I got that. Oh no, sorry, I'm talking to myself there.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, let's go with 10. Yeah, I think that's what that's what it is.
Are we on cyberware yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay. When we
Sorry.
get there, is it all right if I switch something out?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay.
Oh,
I
definitely.
was gonna switch out the rippers for a radio link.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good choice. All right. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started on the next part, which is the life path. Now,
Alright.
I'm gonna use the I'm gonna go ahead and use the Cyberpunk Red life path. If Alabaster, if you'd like to go ahead and use that one, that's what I'll present to you. Now,
Okay.
Scott, I'll also present you the choice. I have the more fleshed out one that allows you to kind of get more choices. The life path in Cyberpunk Red assumes you're having a tragic backstory. So if you're okay with that, then we'll proceed with that. Otherwise, we'll go with the other one for you.
All right. I like tragic backstories.
Like tragic backstories? Okay, and let's go with Cyberpunk Red. So let me pull that up for you guys. This will determine all of the fun little details that you can flesh out with your character. And now, again, this can be something that we do randomly, or it can be something that we do not randomly. So it'll be up to you to decide.
Yeah, I'll go random on mine. What do I need to roll?
All right, I'm pulling it up. You'll be able to see it on in just a second here. Or I'm going to share it with the YouTube stream. So if you want to go and look into the StreamYard, I'm going to go ahead and share it on there now.
All right.
All right, so this is the first step for the life path. Let me zoom that in a bit more.
Okay, so it's a D10.
Yes, we're starting with the D10. This is the first step here, guys. So you
So
start
how
with
do
a
we-
life path, with your life path, and it's a flowchart of plot complications designed to help you give your cyberpunk character an authentically dark future background.
How do we roll in the chat again?
So I think you can do /roll, and then put the dice. So 1d10. I think you have to put space in between the roll and the 1d10, though.
Yeah, I did.
Let's see.
So I got a 4.
So Scott, your family was imprisoned, and you alone escaped.
All right, that makes sense.
Very tragic. Sorry, Scott. Who is your family? Tell us about your imprisoned family.
You know, I got away. I kind of forgot. No.
Oh damn! That's old, yo.
Okay, so how do we get to the background page here?
So if you go back to the StreamYard, if you switch back to the tab on StreamYard, you'll be able to
Okay.
see that I've pulled up the first part, which is your background.
Background and the different roles and stuff.
No, so this will just be for background. If you see on your character sheet, it has a little section for your background. This is basically your flavor text. This is where your character came from, essentially. Now, Alabaster, what did you get for that one, or are you choosing to do not random?
Oh no, I'm just writing my own background.
Oh, okay.
Okay, background, motivation, goals. Okay, let's see that part. And where are those options listed?
So do you see on the StreamYard link on the tab there? And so that's the first one. So you can either choose one or you can roll a 1d10 and subtract 7. Oh, also do that, Scott.
A what?
Do you roll 1d10 and subtract 7? Oh no, I apologize. That's
Yeah,
what
like I'm gonna get
Yeah,
a negative
probably
3 here.
That's fine. That you can't.
That's
Actually.
exactly what I got.
My God, can you see the feature?
All right, so what do I have to do?
Neostar, which one did you get? Or are you choosing?
I didn't roll yet. I'm still trying to navigate on this. Not as computer savvy as most people think.
No worries.
Thank you.
So if you like, I can go and just list them off, and you can roll. It's a little easier.
All right then.
How about you just go to? Why don't you go to the Roll20, and then in the chat, do a
Roll.
/ no, if you type in on the chat there, and do / roll space 1D10. What's essentially doing is that gives it a command to roll 1d10, which is the dice, is 1d10 dice.
Roll D10.
Yes, get all those high GM rolls out of the way now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 10. I just got 10 there. All right, so you got 8. So for you, your backstory is that your family was scattered to the winds due to misfortune. So they're out there, you just don't know where they're at right now.
So you're basically Fievel from American Tail.
I'm both happy and sad for that kind of result. Oh, I'm somehow just lost from everybody.
Very sad, isn't it?
And yet I'm also a huge Don Bluth fan, so.
All right, so we've got backstory, and so you can go ahead and type that in on the character sheet.
All right, hang on.
We can start on this right now.
Motivation. It's another D10, huh?
Motivation. What makes you tick? What is the major driving motivation in your life? Choose or roll 1d10. Let's see what Scott gets. What's his motivation?
Okay, motivation. Let's go.
I got a 5. What does that get me? My motivation is knowledge. The knowledge to get my family out of jail.
Wait, what? Your family's in jail. What do you mean?
That was my background.
Oh yeah, your family's imprisoned. I guess I didn't think about being in jail necessarily, but I kind of thought more like some like evil guy has them in like a castle dungeon or something. But that's more like a Pathfinder scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're plotting to spring your family out of the joint.
Right.
Is that correct?
Poor guy.
All right, what's the can I see the next one? Goals. All right, let's do goals.
And what is go ahead and roll another one for me, Neostar. Or did you already? I think
he
you did.
He did a 3.
Oh, so yours is your motivation is your word. Your motivation is your word.
Oh, this is a good one. 10.
Oh,
Become
man,
fear.
I promise to get my family out of prison.
Yeah. Everyone's family's in prison now.
His are scattered. Yeah, his are scattered.
They're scattered to a bunch of prisons, maybe.
Okay, so let's see. What's my motivation here?
That was your motivation.
That was your motivation, yeah.
Oh, that was mine? All right.
Yeah, yours is your word.
Your word, yeah.
That's a good one for a doctor,
That's even
though.
better. A medical doctor that promises to help people.
Right?
Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Your Hippocratic oath. My goal was become feared and respected.
Oh, wow. And based on Neostar, let's see. Actually, you need to roll as well. Go ahead and roll another one for me, Neostar.
All right, for the goals.
Neostar, your character's the fixer, right?
No, he's the techie guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the fixer.
Wait, who?
Okay, so
So
one
Cash-
roll D10 and
Yeah, Cash De Silva is the fixer.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I put it in my friends on my character sheet that Cash De Silva is one of my friends? Is that okay with you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
that
allow it.
works.
Yeah, I'll allow
Okay.
Given his drug need, that would make sense.
Yeah.
it.
But I do not consider you a friend, though.
Oh well. Then.
Now,
Gee whiz, you're
I'll
your
allow you
supply, but I'm just the doctor.
Gain power and control is Neostar's.
Whoa, gain power and control.
Oh wow,
Whoa, that's scary.
That's kind of dark.
Yeah, dude.
My word's my bod, but I'm more.
But your word is I want power.
That makes me kind of seem like a mob enforcer. I'm a doctor. Yeah, I can help fix your body or in your gear here, but you got to do something for me in exchange.
Exactly, man.
God, I better be the
Yeah,
best.
that's all the dark
doctor
picture for nothing.
Can I change my friends section to clients?
Yeah, you could do that if you feel inclined.
Sorry, my headphones got unplugged for a
So
second.
got under respect and power.
Oh, no worries.
All right. What else do we
Next
have
one.
to do?
Yeah, next section here.
Become feared and
Next
respected.
up is friends and enemies. You looked out and made a new friend, a rare occurrence in the cyberpunk world. Roll 1d10 and subtract 7 to see how many friends you have. For each friend, choose or roll 1d10 to see who they are. Obviously, we established one friendship forever. We don't need to, get rid of that or whatever. But this will be in addition to that. Do you have any more friends? Or is he your only friend? Roll 1d7 and subtract 7 to see how many friends you have, and then roll 1d10 for each of those friends to see who they are.
See, look, there you go. I could be a partner or co-worker friend.
So did you guys, are those the most current rolls that you guys did, or the 10 and 2?
So what do? I do 10 and then subtract 7.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So I could have negative friends? Does that mean I have enemies?
No, that's, I think if you have negative friends, you just don't have any friends.
Alright, let's
I was
see.
gonna say, I didn't
no,
have
it's just
negative
like real
friends. You have one less friend beyond their existence.
Apparently the cyberpunk world is a very lonely future. Which is definitely
here we go. I have 7 friends. Or 2 friends.
You guys each have 2 friends. Now roll twice 1d10. Let's see what you get. So do one after the other, and then that'll determine what your friends are there.
I'm gonna get fancy. I'm gonna tell it to roll 2d10. 6 and 6. My friends are old enemies. Both of them.
Oh my god,
Wow.
that's too funny. Hey, that's seems
So is
pretty cool.
Alabaster an old enemy?
There you go.
Oh no.
one negative friend is your old enemy. Who would have thought?
Oh, man. Hey, having an old enemy as a friend isn't so bad, It's better than having a current enemy,
I mean, hey, Apollo Creed was Rocky's enemy at one point.
right? That's exactly, man. Now do the same for, let's see. Now for enemies, you've gotten in someone's face. Enemies are a way of life in Cyberpunk, so don't skip this step. Roll 1d10 and subtract 5 to see how many enemies you have, and for each enemy, again, roll 1d10 to see who they are. So this clearly you have more enemies than you have friends.
I'm gonna have former friends. As
How funny would that be?
So what is it? 1d10 minus 5, right?
Mm-hmm. So you have no enemies, Neostar.
I have
Alrighty,
3.
that's a plus. Oh, wait, what did you say about my friends, though?
So
Wait, where's his roll about?
oh, I thought you already rolled for friends. Did you not roll for friends, Neostar?
He rolled for friends. He has 4.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. The
Oh no, he
one
had minus
0.
2.
He had 0
Okay, so
friends.
then he
Dog.
has no enemies because he rolled a 4.
So you have no enemies and no friends. You're completely no one.
Wow, I'm a very lonely freaking doctor.
Yeah.
I have no friends,
Hey,
no
you're
enemies.
too busy for friends or enemies, apparently.
Okay, I've got three
Right, exactly.
enemies.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Man, oh man. I'm the most antisocial doctor since Blackjack. Jesus.
I got an
You're just
8, a
kidding me.
9, and a 10. Let's see what I
A
have.
booster gang member, a corporate exec, and a government official.
That
You
makes
got friends in
sense.
high places.
Because there was probably the corporate exec and the government official that put my family in jail.
Oh, dang.
True.
I literally from one song I've gotten all of my characters' enemies. So I've got the Revenue Man, which I guess is the IRS, Johnson
Nice.
County Sheriff,
You
Charlie,
That guy.
Charlie, the Viet Cong, and the DEA. So my character's like ACAB. That's a joke. That's a joke. I just want to clarify. That's a
Sounds
joke.
like he's. It sounds like he's very wanted though by the government.
Yeah.
Potentially.
They don't like me.
Oh, that makes sense for a nomad, and I like that you added in a kind of a
Oh.
backstory that kind of fits into that nomad lifestyle of moving from place to place. So he's been around. He's been all over.
I just had an idea. So since 2 of my friends are old enemies and one of them's Alabaster, maybe he used to be the former driver of the government official that's my enemy.
There you go. It all fits into place. And you guys were both screwed over by the government.
I needed cash for the party on Friday night. Whatever beef you had with him ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, that's my friends are 2 old enemies. So that's what I was saying is he used to work for one of my old enemies or one of my current enemies.
Yeah.
All right.
Seems like
What
it
are we
works, man.
What are we
All right,
on
so
for?
I think we're almost done with the life path. So let's continue there. Next up, we have personality and romance. Ooh, I believe those are the last 2, and then we'll be done with the life path. So personality, what is your basic personality like?
Ooh,
Go ahead and roll
personality.
1d10.
Roll a d10. She's in prison.
No.
That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Everyone I care about's in prison.
Including yourself.
Dang.
So Neostar got a 5. So you're picky, fussy, and nervous.
Oh,
I
man.
thought
I'm
it
not even
was-
the cool doctor.
I thought it was romance first.
Oh, that's.
What did he
Oh,
roll?
you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I didn't see the arrow there. You're right. It does say
5. Your lover was kidnapped.
Oh, man. I got no friends. I have no enemy, but somehow somebody took my lady.
You
Mine
only
a
had
rebel.
one person in your life, and it was your lady, and they took her from you, man.
Good
A rival
God.
cut you out of the action was mine.
And now you want to get power so you can get her back.
Well, okay, then. That makes more sense now.
What was yours, Scott?
Mine was a rival cut me out of the action.
Ooh. Damn. First they cut you out of the action, and then they imprison your family?
Yeah.
God,
They're
man,
like-
you dirty.
They're like double dead.
Yeah.
So here we go. I got all my enemies. It's the corporate exec and the government official imprisoned my family, and then the booster gang member stole my girl. So there we go. I'm set.
Oh, man. That's some out of Monte Cristo stuff right there.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, that's funny. They stole your girl too, man? I thought you got the 9. Didn't you get a... Oh, I see. You were adding in another one.
For moments, I just put, what?
What?
All right. What's my other one? Is 4.
And then roll again, Neostar, for the last one, for which is personality.
That works. Moody, rash, and strong-headed.
Nice.
My
No,
personality?
that's Scott's.
Oh,
Yours
okay, hang on.
is... Yeah, yours is intellectual and detached.
Well, that's
Oh.
perfect. That's why he
Okay.
doesn't have any friends and enemies. He's detached.
I took my lady, and now I don't want to associate with anybody until I get back.
Exactly. People can pardon you for being a little grumpy.
And now I'm trying to amass power so I can find where she is.
that
That was fun.
was
Okay,
that
this
was
is kind of fun.
perfect. Thanks, guys. So the next part is we'll get your starting cash out, and then I will give you the gear, weapon, cyber weapon, vehicles, all the lists for everything you buy. And at that point, we'll probably just turn you loose for the time being, and have you do that. We also have rules that we can go over, but I think we've done plenty today, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Um,
kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and get you that starting cash, like I said, and then give you
Did
the
you
list.
say my
and then we go
name?
from there. Me? Say your name. Say your name.
No, you said Cash.
Oh,
Ah, I see what you did there.
Cash, my man. Where did my list go? My Cash De Silva. Cash De Silva. We have Cash De Silva, Sycon, John Lee Pennymore, John Lee
Pettimore.
Pettimore the Fifth, Louis and Louisville. Right?
Louisville guys. Very good.
Yeah. Very nice. That's
I
awesome.
just realized something. My character's literally two different backstories for two different characters. I actually did. And like, this is actually kind of perfect.
It's all coming full circle, isn't it?
Yeah, my guy's basically an amalgamation right now.
I love it, man. I can't wait to see what you guys end up decking your guys self out with. There's so much options here. So okay, let's go with it. We'll get your starting cash, and then there's also an option to put yourself into service, which gets you a bonus cash. So bonus cash is always fun, right? So who doesn't want to get bonus cash?
Wait, service of what? An employer, the military, what?
Oh, you actually get to choose. So there's a couple options we'll go over too. You'll be able to choose who you're going to be going into serving with.
Oh, okay.
Let me grab that.
Can we do that at random? Because I'm gonna be like, "Come on, dishwasher."
Huh? You want to do what at random?
Just kidding.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound advisable. All right, so starting funds. How much do you start with? Well, that depends on your job. A job, yeah, even in the dark future, you got to pay the bills, chumbada. And you want a job because it's a real short slip between being able to eat real pack and fresh veggies and being reduced to eating kibble and living in a filthy flop cube. Nobody wants to live in a flop cube. How good? And I apologize. So I didn't mention this earlier. So if you want to adjust this now, I'll definitely allow that. How good job you currently have is based on your level of your special ability. For example, a rocker boy with a charismatic leadership of 2 isn't going to draw crowds like Kara Udine, a hot mega rocker. This means he'll be reduced to playing gigs wherever he can get them. Sleazoid dives, bar mitzvahs, weddings, bar fights, you name it. And so, what is your Scott? What is your
I didn't. So does that count as our points to our what you call it? Like our main?
What's that? Oh, right. To your role, you mean?
Yeah. I'm just gonna take it from the 40 to my what is it? Profession skills. So is that with?
What do you mean? Huh?
So you said we need to move it around because I didn't put any points into it because I wasn't sure what it fell under. So that I'm guessing it's under the 40 points for their profession skill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I have a 5.
Sorry, yeah, I meant to mention that earlier, but forgot to.
And does it count my stat as well, or just the points into it?
It's just the points in it right now.
Okay, so I have a 5.
Okay, so for you, and you're a fixer, so you're considered a street punk. You get $1,500, or rather, 1,500 euro bucks a month, because they use euro bucks. So you don't just start with 1,500 because there's a calculation here. So I want you to roll 1d6 divided by 3.
1d6 divided by 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Let me know once. Give me that number. Let me know once you got that.
Does it do division?
Think so. Give it a try. If not, we'll improvise.
That's right. It's a /3. Let's see if that works. Yeah, repeating.
So we'll round up. So that's 1. So you've been working there for 1 month. So
1 month.
you have 1,500 euro bucks. So I take it back. That is how much you start with.
All right.
Now
1,500 euro bucks.
you have the option to go into conscription, if you like. That said into service, and that gives you a bonus amount. And so let me read that to you now. Where'd it go?
Doesn't have the money on here.
Huh. What's that? Oh, there's nowhere to put the money?
Yeah,
Let's
I'll put it under the bio.
Exactly how you earn your euro buck is up to you. The categories are really vague to give you plenty of role-playing room. So you can kind of choose how you get your money.
So 1,500, right?
You have an option here that's really fucked up, though. I don't think we'll do this. It says roll one thing that's roll one last thing. Roll 1 more d6. If you roll higher than a 4, you've just gotten unemployed. That's just cold. We just started the game, for God's sake.
And I lost my job.
Right? It's like, for God's sake.
I don't know. This is the dark future. This is the dark future. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it.
Really? You into it?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Roll a d6. If it's higher than 4, you're unemployed.
So it's a D6 now.
It's a 4 exactly. I still have my job.
Right on.
You're lucky, man.
Okay, so we're using a D6 now, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Luck be a lady tonight.
And you don't have to do this.
This is an option. You too.
Oh, he's good. You got a 3.
Now,
Wait, I got a 3.
So you have your job too.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. So what was that thing about getting conscripted or something?
Yeah.
I would do that. That's how I get fear and respect, right?
Let me grab Neostar his. Well, let's see here.
Okay, so Neostar is Louisville,
Yep.
That's correct.
and Scott, you're Cash De Silva.
That's right.
So Mike is Psycon.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not Psycon.
Oh, that's Johnny. He left.
Yeah, I'm not
All
playing
right,
anybody.
right. Oh, you're not?
Mm-mm. No, so I'll be
he's running the game.
exactly. So I'll be GMing it. So I'll just be
Okay.
doing it that way.
I just who's Michael W then?
I'm
That's-
sorry.
Oh wait, you said you were in here twice. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
he's
it's
the
okay.
cameraman.
I know it's confusing. I probably should have told out the chat. But I wonder if people in the video watching this are like, "Who's that random other Michael's not saying anything?"
You should just rename him cameraman.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I almost put Wicked Publishing, but yeah, I should rename that. Okay, so here's it. It's running out of cash. Just about this time, you're starting to look over the list of cyber enhancements, and you're thinking, I don't have the kind of Eurobucks I need to swing the new tech. At this point, you have to ask yourself, how desperate am I? Am I really hard up enough to risk death and dismemberment just to get a lousy cyber arm? Sure you are. The truly desperate turn to desperate measures. In this case, you can hire yourself out to someone who can afford to buy your cybernetics for you. Selecting any one of the following employers is worth 10,000 euro in cybernetics free of charge. So you can join the covert military, take up a life of organized crime,
Maybe.
sell out to a corporation.
Nope.
I mean,
And those are the 3 they list there. If you want to give me one on your own that you'd like to do better, let me know. And there's a catch though. The catch, like most free offers, these employment opportunities are booby-trapped in creative and dangerous ways. Each requires that you work for an indeterminate amount of time, quote, forever, for people who you may not like. You have to do what they tell you, no matter how cruddy, dangerous, or suicidal. Like most powerful people in the cyberpunk future, They don't like to be crossed and have a variety of awful ways to ensure your cooperation, such as hostages, blackmail, sabotaging chipware, commanding kills on people, company safeguard, and remote detonation. Sounds fun? Remember, if you join in these groups, any one or more of these little goodies applies directly to making you a puppet of your employers. What are you forced to do, and what they hold over you is up to the referee, i.e., me. I don't even have to tell you. You don't have a choice. You just have sold your soul.
I'm
Good
gonna
boy.
go with organized crime because that's how I get fear and respect, right?
Go for it, man.
All right. So that's how much?
You get an
10,000?
extra $10,000. The word on the street is that the mob is alive and hiring. Swear allegiance to one of the big-time organized crime families, and you'll never lack for cybertech. The only catch is you have to do work for them. Bill collecting, assassinations, murders, mob wars. The families of 2020 have a long and honorable tradition that goes back into the early 20th century. Nobody ever quits the mob. Ever.
Every time I go it out, they pull me back in.
That's
Oh boy. Decisions.
awesome, man.
Altobello!
Seriously, though. Oh, man. Now, Neostar, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see.
So,
As a doctor slash tech guy, I'm probably more useful actually fixing
hold your roles there, my friend. So first, we have to get your starting funds.
Oh,
So, did you put any points into your special skill?
yeah. Well, let's
Your
see.
special ability?
Well, let's see. I think I used. Let's see. I think I used all 40 for the special skills in total. Let's see. 10 awareness, 6 cyberpunk, 8 diagnosis.
So this would be the one that I gave you earlier, which for you is called tech. I think it's called techie. What's it called?
I believe you just called it tech.
Tech.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And that one was like the medical. And so, how much did you put into tech?
Well, I figured originally that was part of the whole list of twos from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'll get much service if I only have 2.
Oh, so did you only put 2 into? You only took the basic. You didn't add any more to tech.
I wasn't quite aware how much I could have added.
Oh, so you had 40 points total for your career skills, and that was one of them you could add. So if you'd like, you can subtract a few points from another skill and add that to that one if you'd like.
Okay.
If not, you can go ahead and leave it the same. It's up to you. And then
okay, for that. Okay, in that case, for techie, I got 6.
Okay, cool, nice. So for you, since you're a techie, and you have a level of 6, you're a little bit above the basic level. You're considered a private operator, and you get 2,000 euro bucks a month.
2,000 euro bucks.
Mm-hmm, so you can go write that in your backstory or background or somewhere on your sheet there. 2,000 euro bucks a month, EB, I should say.
Okay.
All right, where are we at?
We're just finishing up Neostar's money right now, and then we'll get all that money, and then we'll send off the gear and all the goodies to you, and send you on your way to start exploring all that you have to offer.
All right. Did he sell out yet?
Not yet. We haven't got his finished money. So, Neostar, can you go ahead and roll me? What was it? Do you remember, Scott?
It was, so we figured out how much he gets a month, right? So it's 1d6 divided by 3.
So yes, roll 1d6 divided by 3.
There's a divide option on here.
Yeah, you put a
//.
Okay. // Wait, where am I at? I'm putting that on this. So wait, do I enter the roll and then divide that by 3, or?
So you type /roll space 1d6 /3.
Okay. /.
It's like the most you can get out of this is 2.
How do you mean?
Well, if you're dividing by 3, the highest you can get is a 6, and if you divide 6 by 3, you get 2.
So they don't give you. It's kind of rigged, I guess, huh?
I'm on the advanced roll here, but I'm not seeing where you input the /. On here.
Oh, just type it into the chat.
Oh, hang on.
Oh yeah. Just type into the chat. Yeah.
On
So
the
just /
Streamlabs. Oh,
Yeah, just right there where you would type into the chat.
well, hang on. Okay, so you said.
I'm kind of glad we didn't have anyone choose a Netrunner. We'll see if Johnny does, but Netrunners have a whole chapter just on how to use their net running ability.
Ruh-roh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it looks intense.
All right,
What's that? What was that one?
Sorry,
Are you in the chat section?
Okay, so what was the equation?
So /roll space 1d6 /3.
/roll plus 1d6 and then /3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you don't need the plus in there. You can just say roll space 1d6.
Like that?
Wait, are you in the game chat? Or are you in the...
What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. What do you mean? Oh, I think he's asking. Well, yeah, I think he's in our chat.
Okay, I think I see it now. No, hold on.
And so, what did you end up rolling there?
0.3 from looks of it.
Basically, what you got. So
Oh,
you've
geez.
been working there for 1 month, and so you get $2,000 to start out with. Oh, you got kicked out of the stream. Sorry,
I'm
Scott.
back. No problem.
Hey, it's got a turn.
So yeah, so you get $2,000 now. Did you want to sell your soul
Well, for
for
fear and
10,000?
respect. Well, let's see. For fear and respect here, I almost want to side with the private military, only on the grounds that I assume, because they're an active combat that they're going to need it fairly often.
Oh yeah, a doctor and a mechanic.
And I can only hope Hope they remember my service and help me find my missing lover.
Oh, that's funny, right? We can only hope if all willing. So you're going to join the covert military. You become a fighter in the cyber wars, serving your country's armed forces with distinction and honor as part of its secret elite mechanized combat forces. Cyber grunts to you. See pain, torture, and death close up as you participate in any one of 100 covert police actions worldwide, protecting national interests. Of course, the cyber grunts don't exist. Of course, your country doesn't send teams of heavily armed covert agents into other countries to kill and foment revolt. Of course, they're not going to let you quit when you want to.
Well, dang.
So yes, you're part of the covert military, and so you get 10,000 extra Eurobucks to spend as on your will. So now you have 1,200 at your disposal.
12,000.
I mean 12,000. Yeah, 12,000. Yeah. And then finally, starting funds for you, Alabaster.
Okay.
Now, how much? So you didn't choose a special ability, right?
I just went with driver.
Right. Okay. So what is your level for driver then?
8.
8. Oh, damn. You're a good driver. Damn.
He worked for a government official. This has been established.
You gotta be good, man.
Well, it was one time, yeah.
Damn, you are the highest earner of all the
I
adventurers
technically
so far.
got him safe and sound to his destination. I don't know why he didn't want me back for the next job.
All right, seriously, no respect, man. Now you're what they call a scout. You earn 3,000 Eurobucks a month.
Ooh, okay.
Very nice. And again, you'll want to go ahead and.
Where do I write that down?
Like maybe where'd you guys put it, Scott? I was thinking
just
like
put it
background.
under my bio.
Yeah, under the background or under bios. You mean the actual section?
Yeah, that's where I have my skills and my cash.
All right, and then once you've written that down, go ahead and roll 1d6 divided by 3.
Okay. That was I'm having to scroll down. So 4 divided by 3, so that's 1.3, I think.
So that would
1.3
be
repeating.
So that would be 2 rounding up. So that would be 6,000 Eurobucks. He's rich.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been making the money.
So I have 6,000 total.
Yeah. So, and you also have the option to get an additional 10,000 if you want to sell your soul to one of these various entities here.
I know. I already did my time in the military, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, not looking to start a life of crime then, huh? Or
No, I just figured my character. I figure my character, like like at 18 or whatever, was like, "Listen, we'll clear your record if you serve some time in the military." He was like, "Okay."
And he's like, you know what? I'm not going back to that. I'm done with my time there. All right, so you can go ahead and start with the 6,000 Eurobucks. You won't be taking any additional, but you also won't have any responsibilities there either. You're a free man. What was that? Neo, what were you saying?
And then and then that was on top of the 4 things I have right now, right?
Exactly.
The radio link, the low light, and the agent, and the ground car.
Yes, because you took a pre-gen character, so yes, you can keep those items. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then for I also have given some free items. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this item here. Go ahead and write down the agent. An agent is essentially a device that is.
Wait, who are you talking to?
You can all have this item.
All right, I got to mute for a second.
Oh, no worries, no worries. So Scott and Neostar, go in your items. Go ahead and write down agent. An agent is a pocket-sized machine which functions as a computer and a phone. It essentially replaces our modern day cellular phones.
I'm just gonna put agent equals iPhone.
There you go. Future iPhone. Now, everything that I'm going to give you in the gear, weapons, and everything is all good to go except for one section. The vehicles that are listed there are kind of outdated. So I've given you. I'm going to be sending you a little list of more modern vehicles to purchase if you want to buy a car.
Is that the vehicle list that's in the handouts?
I think so. Yeah, that's the modern vehicles that are listed there. Yeah, in the handouts. And so I basically is just on the kind of trying to do a one-to-one model. So they listed as a motorcycle here. I put that the cyber bike, city car is the ground car, small subcompact is your cyber car, etc., etc. Just to kind of give it an equivalent pricing based on the actual system here. Just again for transparency, this gear list is from the Cyberpunk 2020 book. There's no core list yet for Cyberpunk Red, so I'm using. I noticed there was enough similarities in the rules that we can use the skills and gear and cyber stuff, cyber technology, from the original while using the actual rules themselves from the new one. So we're using
I just became sad.
and everything. Why? What's wrong?
Oh, it says McDonnell Douglas, and I'm like, I don't think they're around anymore. I think they got bought by Boeing or something.
Oh, really? Oops. That is unfortunate. But yeah, so that's we'll be using the movement, skills rules, updated combat rules, and everything else will be Cyberpunk Red. So at its core, it'll still be Cyberpunk Red. And I just did this because I didn't want. I knew Scott would be upset if I force him with a pre-gen because he loves to create characters.
I do like making characters.
I mean, who doesn't, right? I mean, that is part of the fun of role playing in a sense, is being able to choose your character, choose what weapons you want, what armor you want, all that stuff. So let's see. I think that's it for the money. I think other than that, was there anything else we were working on right now?
No, I think you were gonna give us the list to go over and spend our cash.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll throw these into the chat here so everyone can get those. Let me pull them up. So I've given you the full list as well as a little snippet on more information about it, like what they are, what they do, kind of the different ideas behind it. And then, like I said, yeah, we'll throw you to the cyber world out there and see what cool creations you guys come up with.
Wait, where are these getting thrown in?
I'm gonna put them in the. I'll go ahead and just put it in the Cyberpunk Red chat.
Okay.
I think you guys see that stuff, right? When I put it in the chat.
I see my role in Neostar saying "yo."
Yeah, that's what I see.
Wait, are you talking about the one with the newspaper?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I haven't put it in yet. I would put it in the documents, but they only allow for they don't allow for PDFs, and so it has to convert each page to a separate document.
Right.
It's like,
I'm just using Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, really? Is that a different service?
It's basically a game. It's on Steam.
Oh yeah, I've seen gameplay of that. Yeah, so you can actually do tabletop stuff in that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that. I've only seen like board game stuff. Like
it was easier for my normal D&D group to like get the hang of and know how to use. So.
Okay, well, I'll definitely look into that for future, man. I appreciate the info. It definitely has a nice presentation, it seems like, too. All right, so I'm going to drop this in here. Again, the first one's going to be the complete guide and list for all the weapons, cyber technology, armor, gear, cyber limbs, you name it.
Oh, Neostar got kicked out. That's why he's saying yo.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's funny. I guess that makes sense. Sorry about that, man. You're back.
Yeah.
Where's my roll 20? Oh, there it is. All right, so here it is. First link going out in the chat. Let me know if you guys got that first one.
I need access.
I thought I gave everyone access. Just have open access.
Yep. Still need access.
Really?
It's probably a good thing since you just put it out there in public.
Oh no, they
Yeah,
can't
that
see
is
it on
true.
the stream. For some reason, it's yeah, they can't see it for some reason. I don't know.
Huh.
All right, try it again. Fingers crossed.
Oops. Accidentally hit request access. Hold on.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect. All right. Next link going out is just some like about 6 or 7 pages just on information about what cyber optics are, cyber technology, cyber, whatever cyberization you want, limbs, everything you can think of. And even has some information about black market items as well.
Oh, nice.
Yes, that is always a good idea, right?
Indeed.
And the
I just
final one I'm
realized
going to be doing, huh?
Yeah, I just realized something. Since I'm stuck in the herbs, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to conduct my own investigations into finding my missing lover.
Maybe you can make some new friends. I know you don't have any friends in this game, but hopefully you can make some new friends here with these adventures, and hopefully they can help you out. Now, the last one I'm sending out here, the link is just an image
Oh,
with
wait, I think I've seen this
updated
before.
vehicles. What have you seen?
Oh, no, I think I bought Cyberpunk 2020 from Drive-Thru RPG a few years ago.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I never finished reading it. But...
Oh, that's funny. You actually got the Drive-Thru RPG versions as well to get a lot of these images, so I could just kind of copy and paste them. And because man, the art is just so beautiful. I love the art style from Cyberpunk Red. Like I dig the 2020 style, but it's very like old school black and white line art, and it looks cool. But I just love this new detailed style, which is kind of really just, I don't know, just really pretty. But okay, yeah. So those are the links there. You guys got the links now. So I'll set you free. You got your money. You got your ability to go through and explore on your leisure time when you want to.
Oh, and, yeah, Budget Arms is definitely going to be my character's go-to company.
Yeah, that's a good one. Cheap but effective. That's what you want. Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate you jumping in and sticking with us as long as you did. I know it's a bit of a long process to get the whole character set up and going, but that pretty much sums it up. That is everything you need to know and do to create your character. Once you've bought all your stuff and fitted yourself any cyber technology you want, you'll be ready to play the game. And
awesome.
Yeah, so next week we'll probably do a brief overview of the rules. The rules in Cyberpunk Red are pretty streamlined, so it actually won't take too long to learn them, which is nice. And then we'll dive right into the game.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you again. Thank you for watching in the live, or if you watch on the replay, we appreciate that as well. And again, next time we're going to be starting with the rules a little bit. We'll do another more in-depth overview of what's going on with like the actual world itself, and then we'll dive into this story, and which is called The Apartment. So everyone get ready next time on Cyberpunk Red, The Apartment. Awesome, guys. We'll see you next time. Stay pushing it to the edge, and we'll talk.